Hi guys, today I'll tell you about how StoreMac is doing listing optimization over the years. As far as listing optimization and Amazon listing is concerned, basically there are two different things that we need to focus upon. One is called the front end and the other one is called the back end. Here I have in front of me right now is front end. It contains the title, the 5 bullet points with a maximum character limit of 500 each, whereas the title has maximum character limit for 200. And then we have the description or EBC. Here in this listing, I have the EBC because this particular listing owner have his company registered in US and it is enrolled in Amazon brand registry, so he have an option of EBC. But if you don't have your brand register, you will have your product description instead of this EBC. So yeah, similarly, there's this backend, and backend contains the search term keywords and also called the backend keywords and other things like intended use, subject matter, and platinum keywords. Basically, these options vary from category to category. We'll discuss these in later part of the video. Now coming to the optimization part, the first and the foremost thing which I think is most important in the listing optimization is the extraction of keyword. First of all, we'll write the main keyword in the search bar. We'll be doing optimization for this product. So yeah, again, I'll write the main keyword pizza peel and then search it. Yeah. So then I'll run the helium X-ray to extract the keywords. There I have the helium extension. From here I run the X-ray on this product pizza peel. It's basically loading the product data and fetching all the details of the competitors. Now you see this pop-up of helium X-ray report will be appearing on your screen. There are certain things that you need to know first. First of all, there's a serial number. Basically, it's the sequence in which the products are appearing on the front page. And if I'm not wrong, I think there are almost 306 products in total on Amazon retail page, on Amazon 7 pages. The second column shows us the product title, and then it is followed by the ASINs, and then we have the brand name, and the list goes on. There are other important things as well, but first we'll just pick the competitors and download the Excel report, and then I tell you details about the other features. So it's very crucial how you'll pick the competitor, because there are also a strategy in picking the competitor for extraction of keyword. It decides what keywords you will be getting at the end of the day. So one thing you should be clear of, that there are two different type of competitors. One is called the top competitor and the other is top relevant competitor. I'll just show you with an example. What I'm saying right now is, let me just configure it out. Yeah, here you see the competitor with the most number of sales is basically selling a wooden pizza peel, whereas our product is basically aluminum pizza peel. So here you see the difference, that it's a top competitor but it's not relevant. We have to pick the top relevant competitors. So yeah, because if you do not pick the right competitor with exact identical product, or you extract the keyword from those listings which are not identical, there might be a possibility that your listing might get indexed on the wrong keywords by Amazon A9 algorithm when we run the auto campaign on it. So you must pick the right competitor and use the keywords that are most relevant to your product in order to better optimize your listing and have better sales conversion, and ultimately better ACOS when it will be run in campaign. So the first season you'll be picking must be of your own brand or the competitor with low sales and reviews, because this ASIN will be acting as the baseline, and all other competitors data will be compared with this ASIN that is selected first. So all in all, it's a better practice to use your own ASIN or ASIN you are doing optimization on, because you'll get more clear idea of what keywords are already there or how you are performing on those keywords, and what are the other high search volume keywords that you can include into your existing listing. But obviously, yeah, you can do that if there is an existing listing, and if you are listing a new product, you'll use the ASIN of some competitor who have low sales or revenue, as I have already mentioned earlier. So yeah, we'll be selecting the first ASIN. We'll apply the check. So You see, that's not a relevant competitor. So um, I'll go with this one because it has us. And this competitor has significantly low number of reviews and low number of sales as compared to others. So what I'll do right now is I'll take this competitor as my first ASIN as for the reference, and then I'll again apply the check of sales for picking the other nine competitors. The remaining nine ASINs or the competitors you'll be picking on the base of highest number of sales or units ordered. Basically, these are the sales or the units ordered. Or you can also see the revenue or the reviews of the other competitors. Basically, this is the review column, and then we have here are the ratings and here are the review count. You can also focus upon these to pick the remaining nine competitors. So you'll just click on the sales and you'll get oh sorry you'll just click on the sales and just sort these competitor in the descending order from highest number of sales to the lowest number. So yeah, and now I'll just pick the competitors. We don't have to repeat the ASINs because Cerebre don't pick it. Cerebre module, it just keeps one ASIN at a time. Basically, you guys, you see, I just checking all the ASINs to verify that if that is a relevant competitor or not. So we have seven selected and then we have eight, and I'll just skip this because it's a perforated one. It's not the exact identical product. Same is the case with this one. It is a rounded shape with perforations or holes in it. So I'll go with this one. And then the last one is this. No, it's basically the same ASIN. So we have to pick another one. I think I have already picked this ASIN. Oh no. Yeah, I can pick it. So yeah. You see guys, I have selected the 10 ASINs to run the keyword research. So yeah, I'll just click on the run keyword research and here I go. Yeah, this is basically we have landed into the Cerebro keyword optimizer, and we'll just export the Excel file from it. Yeah, one more thing that we have to do the exact ASIN match for all these ASINs because we want to extract the ASINs which are indexed on exactly these ASINs and not the other ones. So yeah, we'll just take the exact ASIN match and then we'll get the keywords. Actually, I'm refreshing it because I haven't checked the exact ASIN match for the first time, so that's why I'm doing this process again. Here you see you have different options, and I'll discuss about these options in detail when we download the Excel file. These are basically the ASINs which we have selected. Okay, just wait. Yeah. So yeah, now we'll download the Excel file. Guys, we'll export the Excel file from here by clicking here, but I won't be downloading this Excel file because I already have downloaded the Excel file earlier, and I'll discuss about the extraction of keyword from this file. So now here is the Excel report. I'm sorry. So yeah, just wait a second. Just I'm just removing the filters. So yeah, this will be the file you will be getting. Yeah. So yeah, this is the initial form of the Excel file when you'll will download the file. So first column is basically the keywords that all the listing contain. These phrases are all the keywords that all the competitors are ranked on. So all these 9 or 10 listings are indexed across all these keywords. When we see these, they are basically around some, I think, you see, basically they are around some 10,000 keywords. So which obviously we will not use because they do not, most of them do not have ample search volume and relevancy. So then you see there's Cerebral IQ score, which is basically the ratio between the search volume and the competing products on a particular keyword. So there are a lot of other attributes as well, like CPR, get giveaways, and the sponsored ASINs and the sponsored rank, but we'll not discuss. Um, and we'll move straight to the attributes we are more concerned about. Now, here I see the competitor. You just have to skip to the competitor performance score. Now, basically, what is competitor performance score? So, basically, it tells us about how well our competitors, these basically are the competitors which we have selected in the Cerebro module. So, how well our competitors are performing against these corresponding keywords. So, the score, so basically, this score is calculated out of 10, with 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. We generally apply filter on it and use keywords that have score greater than or equal to 5. But it may vary for product to product, as some item have keywords with some good competitor performance score, but others don't. So we get below 5 at times as well. So then you see basically these ASINs written over here. You see in the Q column, R column, S column, we have ASINs written over here in front of a competitor performance score, and below those ASINs there are certain numbers that are appearing. So basically these numbers are representing this particular ASIN is appearing on the specific spot on Amazon detail page against this corresponding keyword. So to elaborate it further, for example, I would give you an example that this particular ASIN is appearing on the second spot on Amazon detail page against this keyword pizza peel. So yeah, in other words, the positioning of the competitor against these corresponding keywords on Amazon detail page actually determine the competitor performance score. What I am saying, whatever score you are seeing here is based upon the results of positioning of competitor against these corresponding keywords. So if all the 9 competitors, because one is the baseline and the other remaining are 9, so all if all the 9 remaining competitors are positioned below 30th on Amazon detail page, the competitor performance score will reflect a perfect score of 10. And similarly, if all competitors are placed below 306. Oh, let me tell you that Amazon detail page, basically there are 7 Amazon detail page, and it contain almost 306 product spots. So basically if all the competitors are placed below 306 spot, the competitor performance scores should ideally be 0, technically speaking, by the virtue of formula I have mentioned. But this Helium software has limitation regarding this. If all 9 competitors have positioning greater than 306 spot, the software doesn't show competitor performance score for it. That is fine. But if out of these 9 isn't 2 or 3 or 4 competitors are positioned after 306 spot, like you can see here, so it would include while calculating the score. So this software actually neglects them and calculates score based upon the remaining ASINs. So in this way, we cannot totally rely on this competitor performance score for the credibility of our keywords we'll be using in our listing. So to cope up this issue, we'll insert a new column here and name it as less than 10. So insert a new column here and label it as less than 10. So yeah, Then we'll apply a logic here, and we'll use all logic here, and we want to display true if any of the 9 competitor is sitting on a spot lesser than 10. For example, this competitor is sitting on a spot number 6 against this keyword. So basically it's less than 10 on Amazon detail page. And if it's true, then we want to display it here as a true, otherwise false. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So basically we have to is equal to, then we have to go to the formula tab, and then open this logical tab, and then use this or logic. Just now we'll use this, zoom it out. So yeah, click on this cell and then use less than 10 logic, and then similarly in logic 2 click on this cell and write it as less than 10. Then we have logic 3, click on the S comparator and use less than 10 logic. So yeah, do it as one by one. For logic 4 I'll be using this Stu U V, then I have W, and I have X, and then I have Y, and press enter. So you see here the true is displayed, because there are competitors which have positioning spot less than 10. So we are using OR gates, so it displayed true. So we'll just drag this, drag it down to apply the formula on all, or you can just double click it. It will drag down to the core. Oh yeah, sorry guys. We have to apply the formula again. Put is equal to, and then go to the formula tab, and then use the logic, then use OR gate, Q2 less than 10, then R less than 10, S less than 10, then I have T less than 10, then use U less than 10, then we have V less than 10, V, W less than 10, then I have X less than 10, and then Y less than 10. Click on OK, and yeah, here we have it. Just double click it and drag it down. Yeah, keep in mind one thing, guys, that I'm using an older version of Excel, and let me tell you, if you have an upgrade version of Excel, you don't have to select these cells individually. You just have to go to the formula section and the logic tab, and then the OR selection, and you just have to, just drag the first competitor to the last competitor, and it will apply the formula automatically, and it's much more easier and time saving from what I'm doing right now. But right now I don't have the upgraded version, so I'm doing it just one by one. Yeah. Now there's another filter. Add the word count column right in front of the phrase, and you can use the formula from Google. So let me just show you. Insert a row here and label it as word count. We'll go to the Google and search for word count formula in Excel. Use this site for reference. And here you have it. Use this formula in the word count. Just apply this formula in the word count and you'll get your word count. So yeah, so you see we have two words in this keyword and the word counter shows two. So just double click it and you'll have the information for all other keywords as well. So now we'll start applying the filters. So mind that this formula is only applicable for A2 cells. So apply it likewise, because from where I have used this formula, it uses the A2 cell in its formula. So it's only applicable for A2 cell. So always insert the column um, right in front of the phrase column. So yeah, now we'll start applying the filters. Just select this row, then go to the filters and select filters here, or you can do it by it has a shortcut of Control Shift or L. So yeah, you see we have around 10,000 keywords, so we have to narrow it down to use it in our listing. We have to narrow down the keywords. So for this we have to use the filters. First of all, we'll apply the filter of less than 10 logic. We'll just omit the keywords that are not performing well, so we'll just uncheck the false button, and here you have it. Now we have around 288 keywords left, so we'll narrow it down further by applying the filter of competitor performance score, in which we'll use the keywords which are performing better. So we'll use 4 and 4.0 onwards. So yeah, okay, so now you see we have around 187 keywords. Other filters that we can apply is the one one is word count and the other is search volume. Now I'll apply the search volume filter. Go to the search volume tab. Here open the number filter and apply the filter greater than or equal to. We can have we want keywords that have a search volume above 500 or equal to 500, and then click OK. So now you see that we have only 38 keywords. So we'll just re-enter it and we'll fix it to 300. So now you see we have 67 keywords. So basically I have applied this, I've inserted this word count column, but I'm not using this word count filter in this optimization because I have my main keyword of two words. So basically, if you have many keywords that are long tail, then apply the word count filter greater than keyword, sorry, products that have keyword greater than 4 5 lakh keywords, like hooded fleece dressing gown or broomstick skirts for women. So when the products are like these, then apply this filter. So try to omit the short tail keywords that have a word count of 1 2 3, and just uncheck that, you know, uncheck the 2 or 3 word count, and it will give you long tail keywords. And long tail keywords have comparatively better conversion in terms of sales as compared to short tail keywords. For example, if a customer who is willing to purchase, let me give you an example. If a customer who is willing to purchase a headphone and he simply writes headphone in the search bar, there will be lots of listing in front of him. But if the same customer types, let's say, black headphone, now the only headphones with a black color will appear in front of him. So if you further narrow down his search and let's say he writes black wireless headphone, so he'll only see black colored in the wireless headphone. And if he's even brand conscious, and let's say he if he mentions the brand like Sony black wireless headphone, now he'll get the required product and the 90% chances that he'll buy the product he wanted. Having said that, I admit that the fact that long tail keywords have low search volume as compared to short tail keywords, but the chances of conversion are more, consequently higher ACOS and unit percentage will be better as well. So now after applying the filters, all the filters that I've told you, generate around 40 to 60 relevant keywords, which we'll be using in a sales copy. So yeah, we have around 67 keywords So that is perfectly fine. So now categorize these keywords based upon their search volume and the relevancy. So just make the three tabs like high search volume, then the relevant keywords, and then the broad ones. So this tab include the most highly relevant and high search volume keywords, and try to index all these keywords either in your title or bullet point, most preferably first three bullet points. Then categorize the keywords that are somewhat relevant and have good search volume in the relevant tab. And then obviously the broad tab will contain the keywords that are not so relevant to our product or not directly relevant to our product, but sometimes they give us good keyword, but generally they are not of much use. For example, in this case, it contains some keyword that have brand names or keywords that are mostly generic, like giant pizza and pizza metal. So we want to consider these much. So now I'm repeating the whole process again. So first of all, type the main keyword in the search bar and then run the Helium X-ray report from there. Pick the right relevant top competitors. The first ASIN you will be picking should be of your own listing, because this ASIN will be acting as baseline and all the other competitor keywords and performance will be compared according to this ASIN. Then download the Excel report for it. In the Excel report, apply the following filters. First of all, the competitor performance score. Then afterwards, the less than 10 or logic filter. Then insert the word count column in your report, and then filter out the keywords that have word count less than 10, less than 2 or 3. So I would again say that go for the long tail keywords, because long tail keywords have better conversion than the short tail keywords. Then apply the number filter in the search volume, and don't forget to arrange the keyword in the descending order from the highest number of search volume to the lowest number. And fix the search volume by applying the filter greater than 500, 300, 400, whatever suits you. These filters will narrow down your research to the required keywords. So now we'll be moving to the listing optimization, and we'll be using the Helium modules of Frankenstein and Scribble to further optimize our listing.